For number 3, we've got papaya. Yeah? Are you serious? Hey everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Nikki, and today I'm gonna be sharing with you guys our top snacks from all of our favorite brands that we've tried in our snack review videos. If you enjoyed this video or find it helpful, please go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to my channel, and let's jump right in. So what we're doing today is going through our top 15 brands that we have found through our snack reviews that have just become our favorite. We repurchase their products a lot. Whenever they release a new flavor, we always try to find it and try it out right away and include it in our snack reviews. And like I said, we narrowed it down to 15 brands. So today I'm gonna be going through each brand and giving the top 5 flavors that we decided on. Adam and I sat down and we talked through this. We went through a bunch of my snack review videos and found all the top brands that we, like I said, repurchase the most or just that we enjoy. And we talked it through and decided our top flavor for each of us. On some of them, they're different. But then we did compile a list of our top 5 that we agreed on, and I'm gonna be going through those flavors today. So I'm gonna put them on the screen as I'm going through them and the brand that I'm gonna be talking about, but we'll try to keep it quick. I just get a lot of questions about what our favorite flavors and favorite snacks are that we've tried throughout the years in our snack reviews, and I thought this was a fun way to compile them. So we've got 15 brands, and in no specific order, I'm just gonna go ahead and go through them. Adam's not gonna be here, but like I said, we sat down and we took a while to go through everything, but it was fun to just kind of go through and rank our favorite flavors, and I've got the list in front of me, so we're gonna go ahead and go through it now. So the first brand that we're starting with is gonna be Love Crunch, and Love Crunch makes different granola. Usually we buy it from Walmart, Meijer, Target. I feel like it's pretty easily available now, as opposed to when we even first tried it. I feel like it's easier to find it now, but we originally tried the dark chocolate peanut butter in a snack review and loved it. I think we gave it a 5 right away, and Adam and I both agreed that that is our top flavor. So that's number 1 for us. We like the dark chocolate peanut butter. I like to use it in my yogurt bowls. Adam just likes to snack on it, and it just has a good flavor, and you can do a low point serving for a decent amount, I feel like. Then just going through the rest of the flavors, which again, we just agreed on everything. So there were a few that we like talked through and discussed which one would get which spot, but we both pretty much agree on all these. So going through the list, we've got espresso vanilla cream as number 2, dark chocolate coconut for 3, chocolate hazelnut 4, and apple chia crumble for 5. And I really liked the espresso vanilla. That was kind of close with the dark chocolate peanut butter for me. It has a really good coffee flavor and kind of like a similar flavor to the dark chocolate peanut, but that one was a little bit harder for us to find. I haven't been able to find that one as easily. So the dark chocolate peanut butter is one that we can usually find pretty easily, and that is definitely our favorite. And for the serving, it's usually 4 points on WeightWatchers. I'll sometimes weigh out like a 2-point serving on my yogurt bowls, but it just depends what I'm having. Okay, the next brand that we're talking about, we also agree on the top flavor from this brand, and that is Bolthouse Farms dressing specifically. So I know they make like some smoothies and stuff. We don't really ever have those, but we do love their salad dressings. I buy them pretty much every time I go to the store if they're available at the store. And that's what's nice, is that sometimes they have them even at like Aldi, and then they've got them at like Walmart, Meijer, Woodman's, all the places we shop. But anyway, our favorite flavor that we both agree on is the fire chili. It's one of their newer flavors that they have. It's a fire chili ranch dressing, and it does have a little bit of a kick to it, but I just think it has such good flavor, and the ranch has always been my favorite until the barbecue ranch became my favorite. And actually, while we were going through this list, we realized that the barbecue ranch doesn't even really exist anymore. I haven't seen it in like a year, but I just didn't even realize because they've been having other flavors come out. And so barbecue isn't even actually on my list today just because I don't think it's even a flavor anymore. But that one did used to be my favorite. Now it's the fire chili. Then for number 2, we've got the everything seasoned ranch, which is like everything bagel flavored. Really good. It goes with everything. I like to have it with chicken, on wraps, in bowls, even just to like dip my sweet potato fries in. That one's really good. Then for 3, we have Caesar. They have a Caesar dressing that is also low point. And all of these dressings are 1 to 2 points for 2 tablespoons. But the Caesar dressing works really well for chicken Caesar wraps. Number 4, we've got Italian, which I like to use for pasta salad. And then 5, we've got the classic ranch. Okay, the next brand on my list is Honey Mama's. It's another brand that we found because of our snack reviews. We're just always looking for lower point, healthier snacks. And of course, all these snacks that I'm mentioning today in these brands, this is in addition to the fruits, vegetables, proteins, whole foods that we do prioritize, but we like to have balance, and a lot of these snacks really help us to stay on track with our journey, enjoying them in moderation. But anyway, moving on to Honey Mama's, they make these like truffle bars that have cocoa, they've got honey, and they've got a bunch of different flavors. There has not been a flavor that Adam and I have tried that we didn't like. We have loved every single one of them. I feel like they've probably received a good amount of 5s from us in our snack reviews with their new flavors. And this is another one that we agree on the top flavor. I guess a lot of these we do agree, but some of them are different. But for our number 1 flavor from Honey Mama's, it is a seasonal flavor, and it is their peppermint crunch. It's delicious. It has just such a good, like almost like mint melt away flavor to it, but I love the texture and the consistency of their bars. And they're supposed to be refrigerated, so I do like that they're cold too. But the peppermint crunch is definitely our favorite, and I think that one is 7 points. Usually the bars range from 6 to 7 to 8 points for the serving, and they are like a square bar with 3 separate sections. So it's 3 servings. One of the servings is usually like 7 points. That is something that is a very indulgent dessert that we like to have every now and then. It's not something I buy all the time, but when I do, it's a really nice treat to have because it's just a lightened up, indulgent truffle. And like I said, they have some really good flavors. So number 2 we agree on. Our next favorite is peanut butter cup. Then we've got coffee nib, pumpkin spice, and salted almond. And the pumpkin spice is another seasonal one that is just so good. I think that's the one that actually got me so hooked on them because I had found them at Fresh Time. They are a little bit harder to find, but they do have some smaller bars and like different bars at Target sometimes as well. But I usually go to Fresh Time to get the different flavors, and I think that's where I found the pumpkin spice one, and after we tried that, I was just obsessed. So they have some really good dessert options, and it's just something that we've repurchased ever since we first tried them in our snack reviews. Okay, the next brand is another sweet treat that we found through our snack reviews that we still buy all the time, and that is Drizzlicious. You guys will see me mention them also in like grocery hauls and stuff. I just got some from Meijer, I think, but they're also usually at Walmart and Woodman's, and you can get them on Amazon. I've gotten like the smaller bags of Drizzlicious on Amazon, but Adam and I agree our favorite flavor for these is definitely the birthday cake. And for these, the servings usually 3 points to 4 points depending on the flavor that you get. But birthday cake is our favorite. Then we said number 2 is s'mores. Number 3 is French toast, 4 salted caramel, and 5 cookies and cream. The cookies and cream has been harder for us to find. I think I only found that one time, but I would definitely buy it again if I found it. It kind of has like an Oreo flavor to it, but I really enjoyed it. But what they are is they're just like mini rice cake bites with a little bit of a drizzle on them that has flavor. So the birthday cake just has a really good birthday cake flavor to it, and that's why I love it. I love birthday cake everything. So that's a really good one, and the s'mores is a really close second there. Okay, the next brand I'm talking about is Veggie's Made Great, and they make freezer item like breakfast egg bites. So they've got a bunch of different flavors. Some of them aren't actually egg bites. They're like veggie bites where they're like a chocolate muffin. They've got blueberry muffins, but then they've also got some that are like frittatas, and those are definitely our favorites we've agreed on, although we don't agree on our top flavor being the same. So for this one, I said my favorite was tomato basil. We originally found it at Costco or Sam's. They had a big box of them and we just bought them. For a lot of the flavors, it is 2 points for one of them and then 3 points if you have 2 of them. But we got them from Costco, and that was the tomato basil flavor. To me, it just tasted kind of like a pizza bite. You can really taste like the mozzarella, the basil, the tomato, and it was just really good as a little frittata. Adam also agreed that he really, really liked those, but we recently tried the huevos rancheros and he likes those more. So he said in the long run, and since we tried it before and we've purchased the flavor much more, he agrees that the tomato basil will be number 1. But then we've got huevos rancheros for number 2. I also really enjoyed that flavor. Then number 3 is the one that we probably purchased the most, but it's just the easiest to find, and that is their regular spinach egg white bites. Number 4 is their mushroom flavor, which is a harder one for us to find. I don't think we've been able to find that one as much. And then 5 is one of the sweet ones, which we don't usually buy the sweet options they have as much because they're a little bit higher in points for what they are for the serving. I just personally don't like to, but I love the convenience of the breakfast frittata bites. But we do really like their cinnamon roll bites, and those are 3 points for one. So that's number 5 for us, and that is Veggie's Made Great. Okay, another brand that we purchase a lot and we found through snack reviews is Nani's. They make biscotti, and we originally tried one that was like pistachio and cranberry, and we liked it, but since then we've tried a lot of other flavors that they have, and it's actually become one of my favorite desserts. So I really like biscotti because it's got a nice crunch to it, and it does feel like I'm just eating a cookie. It's pretty much what it is. And I do just love cookies, and I prefer kind of crunchy cookies like that. So they've got some that have drizzle on them that are really good, and we both agree that our favorite flavor is the salted caramel. Now that is the highest point biscotti they have. It's like a long biscotti stick, and it's 6 points for it, but it is so worth it because it's got these like little chunks of caramel in it that are chewy. It's got the perfect amount of salt and the perfect amount of chocolate. So we both agree that's our favorite. It's an indulgent treat that I like to have every once in a while, and it's worth the 6 points. I just use some weeklies, but we both agree that's our favorite. Then the second one we also agree on is their dark chocolate orange bites. So they have a bag that has like mini biscotti bites in it that are dark chocolate orange flavored, and they are delicious. For number 3, we've got papaya passion fruit, 4 lemon blueberry, which Adam really liked that one too, but he just likes the other ones more, and then mango coconut. So their fruity flavors are actually really good and not something I would really expect to like as much as I do, but we really do enjoy those. And I found those originally at Meijer. I don't know where else they are. I've seen them at Fresh Time, but they might also be at Walmart, maybe by like the cookie section because they are biscotti, but we really do like them. Okay, the next brand is Liquid IV. So we like to have Liquid IV a lot. It's something that just helps us to recover or rehydrate when we need some hydration, especially when I skate more in the summer or if I go hiking. It's always something that's really helpful to me. Or even if we have alcohol the next day, I always make sure to have a Liquid IV, or I drink a Liquid IV as my mixer with alcohol because it just helps me to stay hydrated while I'm drinking. But that's not that often, and it's just something convenient to have on hand at all times. We really do enjoy them. And this is something that we actually don't agree on our top flavor with. So my favorite flavor is the watermelon. It's not one of the sugar-free flavors, so it's 3 points for one of them, but I just love the flavor, and it's just the one I always reach for. We've got so many different flavors in our cabinet, and I always want the watermelon one. And Adam really likes it too, but he said the reason he just doesn't drink it as much is because he knows it's my favorite, and he's got others that he likes more too. So I really like that one. But his favorite flavor is actually a sugar-free flavor, and that is the rainbow sherbet. So it's a newer flavor that they have, and he just really likes the flavor of that one. And that one's only 1 point for the packet. So for number 1, we agreed on watermelon, and guava is number 2, which is one I kind of forgot about, and we found some in our cabinet, and we've both been really enjoying it lately. Okay, number 3, we have lemon lime, which we feel like is just a classic flavor that they have. It is 3 points, and that's the one that I like to use most as like a drink mixer. If you put a little tequila with it, it can be like a little bit of a lightened up margarita. Of course, it's not gonna be a margarita, but I just convinced myself of that, and it's something that I enjoy. So I really like the lemon lime. We put that as 3. Then we've got the rainbow sherbet as 4. Like I said, it's not my favorite, but it is one that we still will repurchase and we do like to drink. And then number 5, we have the sugar-free raspberry melon. So another sugar-free one that's 1 point, and we really like the flavor. I usually just prefer not to do the sugar-free with the Liquid IV because sometimes I want the sugar in it. If I'm using it as like a recovery drink or like a mid-workout drink, then that sugar is beneficial. But if it's like I just want something flavorful to sip on, usually then I'll reach for more of the sugar-free flavors. Okay, the next brand is Ready Nutrition, and we're talking about their protein bars. They've got a lot of different flavors, and usually you can actually find them all at Walmart or Meijer. Those are the 2 places I find them the most. But their 2 most popular flavors, you can buy the big boxes at Sam's Club and Costco, which is always really nice. And we do have both of those flavors on this list today. We actually disagree on our top flavor for this one. So my favorite flavor for the Ready Nutrition protein bars is the coconut dark chocolate. It's 5 points for the bar, and to me it just really tastes like a Girl Scout cookie, like the coconut Samoas or whatever they're called. It tastes just like that. So that's my favorite flavor, but Adam's favorite is the chocolate peanut butter. So that one's also 5 points, and that's one that comes in the big boxes at Sam's and Costco. And that is the one that we first had tried that we fell in love with, and we started buying their bars. And so that's why we decided to make that one number 1. I still love the peanut butter chocolate. It's just super sweet sometimes, and I don't always want that. And I usually just prefer the coconut dark chocolate bar, but the peanut butter chocolate is definitely a classic and it is so good, especially when I want something sweet, but it's got 15 grams of protein and 7 grams of fiber, so that's a nice bonus. That's our top flavor. Then number 2, we've got the coconut bar. Number 3 is the blueberry dark chocolate. 4 is the dark chocolate sea salt, which is the one that's also in the boxes from Costco and Sam's. And then number 5, we've got the chocolate chip. Those are our favorite flavors for the Ready Nutrition protein bars. Those are something that sometimes I'll have them before the gym, or even just like half of one before the gym is perfect. Or if I need to get some more protein at the end of the day, it's a nice sweet treat like a protein bar, and a lot of them are really sweet, so they do kind of taste like, not like a candy bar. I can never think of how to explain it, but to me the peanut butter chocolate almost tastes like a peanut butter chocolatey Rice Krispie, kind of like Scotcheroos, which is like my favorite Christmas cookie. So that's why we really like that one. But that's our favorite for Ready Nutrition protein bars. Then we'll just go ahead and go right into Bear Bells, because those are our other favorite protein bars that we like to buy. And with Bear Bells, usually I get those online. I like to just order off of their website, but we first found them at Trader Joe's, and they do sell the big boxes at Trader Joe's. They're also at like Vitamin Shop, I think, or GNC, but usually I just buy them through the Bear Bells website because I buy a few boxes at a time since we go through them a lot. So we both agree on our top flavor, and that is Creamy Crisp. It is 5 points for the bar. It actually used to be called Holiday Crisp a couple years ago, and it was just a seasonal flavor, and they brought it back permanently as Creamy Crisp, and it's been our favorite since then. So that's our favorite. We both agree on it. It's 5 points, 200 calories, and it's got 20 grams of protein. So it's a nice option when I'm craving a candy bar, I need to hit my protein goals for the day, and I just want a sweet treat. So Creamy Crisp is definitely our number 1. And then number 2 is actually one of their soft chew bars, so it's a little different than the Creamy Crisp, but it's the Choco Caramel Soft Chew. That one's 5 points, and it has just become one of my favorite bars of theirs. I like how soft it is, and it seriously just tastes like a candy bar. It's got a slight protein flavor, but out of all the different brands and protein bars we've tried, Bear Bells definitely has some of the least amount of protein taste to it, I feel like. That's our number 2. Number 3, we've got Salty Peanut, which is kind of similar to like a Snickers. Number 4, we've got Cookies and Cream. And then 5 is the Soft Chew Mint Bar. And that one also reminds me of like a mint melt-away. It is so good. I don't always crave it, but like when I want something minty and chocolatey, it is a really good option. So those are our favorite flavors of Bear Bells. Usually the soft bars I can only find online, but the regular bars, like I said, I will buy at Trader Joe's. But yeah, that's our favorite for those. Then we've got True Fruit, and with the True Fruit, that's all of the frozen fruits, not the like freeze-dried ones. But we actually disagree on our top flavor for this one. Mine is the dark chocolate raspberry. Adam's is the dark chocolate peanut butter bananas. And I do really like the peanut butter bananas, but we have just gotten the raspberries so often. And from the start of our journey, I feel like that's like one of the first sweet treats we started buying. And Adam also agrees. So we put that as our number 1 flavor, is the dark chocolate raspberry. Then in number 2, we've got the peanut butter banana, which I think is a little bit higher point than the other ones because it's got the peanut butter and stuff, but it's definitely one of our favorites. And a lot of the time, just like 1 or 2 of the banana discs is enough and satisfying. It's a nice indulgent dessert. So that's our number 2. Then number 3, we've got the chocolate covered strawberries. Number 4, the Pina Colada Pineapple. It's like dipped in white chocolate and it's got kind of a coconutty taste to it. That one is one of my favorites. I just don't always find it all the time in stores, but if I do, I usually like to get that one. And then number 5, we've got the chocolate covered cherries. So all of these are found in the freezer section. It's one of those snacks that I definitely think it is important to portion out the right portion sizes, because it can be easy to kind of overdo it, because it can be high point if you have a lot of servings. But I think keeping it to 1 serving, or not even a full serving sometimes, like sometimes I'll just grab 1 or 2 raspberries and it just satisfies my sweet tooth after a meal, and it's a really nice option to just have ready in the freezer. Okay, the next brand that I'm talking about is one that I feel like we found a little bit more recently, and that is Goodles. They make pasta and mac and cheese. I think they just started with the mac and cheese first and now they have the pasta, but I buy both of them. But today we're talking about the different mac and cheese flavors that we like. So this is another one. We've got 2 different favorites. My favorite is the Ched Over Heels, which is the one that's more like the Velveeta. And then Adam said his favorite is the Smoky Doky. So that one had much more of like a smoky flavor, and it was more like Kraft mac and cheese, where it's like the powdered cheese sauce and you add milk. We both agreed that the Ched Over Heels is the one that we've been buying the most and that we do enjoy. Adam likes the Velveeta one. He just likes the flavor of the Smoky Doky one. So we put Ched Over Heels as number 1. We've got Smoky Doky as 2. Then down the hatch is 3, and that's like a hatch chili pepper mac and cheese. Then we've got Bling Bling Bacon, which is like a bacon flavored mac and cheese. We also enjoyed that one. It was something different. And then Shella Good, which is the white shells. Goodles are something that we don't have all the time, but it's a convenient thing to have in the pantry for when we need a quick and easy dinner. Even the other night we made a box and we added some blackened chicken for 0 points, some veggie mix, and I added some 0 point barbecue sauce. And then all I have to track is the Goodles. So it is a nice option to just have as like a convenient meal to make, and it's something we really enjoy. It's been nice to try the different flavors, and it's just something that helps us to mix things up. So I love mac and cheese, and I haven't had like a Kraft mac and cheese in years. So it's been a nice option as like a little bit of a lower point option, and it's got a little bit more protein and fiber in it. So that's always nice. Okay, then the next brand I'm talking about is Wild. They make chicken chips. So they're made from like, I think it says like chicken broth, chicken breast. It's just like dried chicken, and they're really good. And they've got some really good flavors. So we went over our favorites, and actually I was surprised that we didn't have the same top answer, but it's just because we recently found one that Adam does like more. But my favorite flavor for these is definitely the buffalo. Adam's is the Nashville hot, but we did say that the buffalo is number one. I can't really eat the Nashville hot because it's a little bit too spicy. I can have like one of them and I really like the flavor, but I'm a wimp when it comes to it. So the buffalo is just perfect for me, and it's got really good flavor. And I don't usually choose buffalo as like my favorite flavor snacks. So I really like it. Adam, of course, loves the buffalo. So we agreed that that's number one. And then we put Nashville as two. It does have good flavor. Like I said, it's just a little too spicy. Then we've got the barbecue. They've got a queso flavored for number 4, and then 5 is chicken and waffles. And with those, for most of those servings, it's 4 points on Weight Watchers. Some of them I think are a little bit higher at 5 points for the serving, but as a nice chip to have for lunch, like with a side if I make like a sandwich or wrap, or sometimes I just mix them with air pop popcorn to make a snack mix. It's a nice salty snack that we've been enjoying. And like I said, they've got a good variety of flavors, and they're higher in protein because they're made from chicken. So I really have been enjoying those. The buffalo definitely is my favorite, and I usually am able to find those at Walmart. I think sometimes they've had the big bags at like Sam's and Costco. I'm not positive about that. I feel like I've seen them there, but they've got some good options for flavors, and it's a nice salty snack we enjoy. Okay, the next brand I'm talking about is one of the first brands we tried in these snack review videos, and that is NIKKIGETSFIT. And they make some different flavored puff corns. So they've got salty and sweet flavors. We originally found the pancake flavor at Sam's Club. We bought the big bag and we were obsessed with it ever since then. So since then they've come out with some different flavors, and we've tried them all along the way and found all of our favorites. And we actually disagree on our favorite flavor, but we do agree that pancake should be number 1. So pancake is our top flavor because that's the one that got us started with NIKKIGETSFIT that we just love. We bought so many bags of it over the years when it was at Sam's and stuff, and ate so many bags of it. We just really both enjoy it. So pancakes are number 1. It is definitely my favorite flavor, but Adam said that his favorite flavor is the cinnamon bun. So we've got pancake for number 1. But then we also put salted caramel for number 2. It's one of their new flavors and it is so good. Both of us have really been enjoying that. So that one actually is bumped up above cinnamon roll. Then we've got the cinnamon bun for number 3. We've got the classic for number 4, which classic is kind of like buttered popcorn. So a really good salty, buttery flavor and something I like to have with snack mixes. And then for number 5, we said sour cream and onion, which is another salty flavor that they have. I don't know if it's available all the time, but I know that we got the big bag before and they have had the smaller bags and like the variety packs. Those are the flavors for NIKKIGETSFIT that are our favorite. It's a nice salty or sweet snack that we can have in moderation, and it just helps me to stay on track to have stuff like that. But with NIKKIGETSFIT, it's definitely something I like to portion ahead of time, like I said, or put it in a snack mix so that I don't overdo it because it is very easy to just keep eating it. Okay, the next brand that we've tried a lot in our snack reviews is Lesser Evil. So we've got some popcorn and some like space balls they have, which are kind of similar to NIKKIGETSFIT, where it's like puff corn bites. So we both agree that our favorite flavor from Lesser Evil is their pizza space balls. That's the snack we've bought the most and we've just repurchased the most. And it's one that we just like to have with our snack mixes and when we want something salty. I think I usually get it at Walmart and Target. I've also seen a lot of different Lesser Evil products at Fresh Thyme. That's usually where I find all their different flavors. But we agree that for number 2, we like the white cheddar popcorn. Then the white chocolate marshmallow popcorn is a new one that we just tried and we really, really liked it. So that's number 3 for us, and that is a sweet option. Then we've got the ranch space balls for number 4, and then the pink Himalayan salt popcorn for number 5, which is just a good classic salty popcorn. And most of the lesser evil snacks are 3 to 4 points for the serving of them. Okay, then the last brand that we're talking about today is Pop Daddy. It's another brand that we found through our snack reviews, and they've just got a bunch of different fun flavors that we've enjoyed trying, and we narrowed down our top 5. We actually do agree that our favorite flavor is the birthday cake, which is one of their sweet pretzels. And we found some at Binny's the other day. Well, actually it's been a while now, but we found some at Binny's and they were on sale. So we stocked up on like 6 bags of them and they've been lasting us, but they're delicious. To me, they almost taste like a chocolate covered pretzel a little bit, but with birthday cake. I don't know. They just have a coating on them though, and they're delicious. And that's definitely our top flavor. And those are a little bit higher in point. I think we actually had to type in the nutrition because it wasn't scanning correctly, and it's like 5 or 6 points for the serving, but still a really good sweet option that we like. Most of the Pop Daddy pretzels are 4 points for the serving. Some of them are 5. For number 1, we've got birthday cake, and we agree on that. Then we've got smoked Gouda for number 2, beer cheese for number 3, Mexican street corn for 4, and maple brown sugar for 5. The 3 in the middle are all salty and just such good flavored pretzel sticks. That's what's so good about them, is that they season them so well and the flavors are just so on point. And it's nice that they're like 3, 4, 5 points for the serving that we like to have. Usually I buy those at Walmart, or sometimes even just like on Amazon, they've got the different flavors, but Walmart, Meijer, pretty much all the same places I've been mentioning. That is gonna wrap up all of the different top snacks for today. We've been doing snack reviews for years now, which that's honestly crazy to say. It doesn't even feel like that, but it's been years now of trying these different brands and different snacks, and it's just something that makes our journey fun for us to find lower point options that help us to stay on track and within our goals. And like I said, this is in addition to all of the whole foods that we eat, the fruits, vegetables, proteins. If you guys check out my What I Eat in a Week videos, you'll see the balance and see that these snacks are just here and there because it is all about moderation, but these are just some that we have found that really help us to stay on track and enjoy the foods we eat. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please go ahead and give it a like and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it. I can try to link some of these in the description below, but I hope you guys enjoy this, and I'll see you guys next time.